We like it fast and hard-hitting, and we like it clean. When you step from the gridiron to no man's land, the rule book is buried and forgotten. Here there are no penalties except the one for losing, and it's not measured in yards, it's measured in life and death. War is the law of the jungle. Kill or be killed. There are no half measures, no alibi runs. You've got to twist your instincts inside out to play this game, because it's played to win anyway. The goal is destruction, pure and simple. Your mind must be tuned to a new pitch, to go after your enemy all out. No holds barred, to hurt, to cripple, to kill. This is war. A battle not for a pot of gold or an invitation to the Rose Bowl, but for survival. Your stock and trade is the weapon you're armed with. It's your bodyguard and your battering ram. It's your best friend. A Tommy gun. 105. A mortar. Fire! A carbine. A machine gun. A BAR. Treat it well. Keep it clean. Use it properly. And it won't let you down. But there are other weapons. It's a long way from this, the symbol of civilized sport, the peacetime art of self-defense, to this. But the bludgeon is in use today as it was thousands of years ago. You won't find it in the squared circle, but you will on the battlefield. It's handy in a close fight when only one of you is coming out alive. Brass knuckles, outlawed in the ring, but legitimate in war. Sawed-off shotgun, pride of the underworld, reinstated for the duration. Blackjack, simple and hard-hitting. Trench knife, not a pleasant-looking instrument, but effective. A flamethrower, not pretty, but deadly. Yes, there are other weapons. Your enemies use them, and so will you. You have two purposes. One is to kill, and the other is to avoid being killed. To that end, you use every method and every weapon you can. But paste this in your memory. Use the one that fits the job. With a rifle, you can tattoo a German at 500 yards. You can drill a Jap at a quarter of a mile. This soldier's got the killer instinct, which is right, but he's forgotten that full clip in his rifle, which is wrong. There's a time for the bayonet, and a time for a bullet.
Look there.
When you've got your enemy trapped in a dugout, don't rush in after him. That's what they're waiting for. Toss in a grenade and let them divide it. But remember this, no army ever won a battle without getting its hands dirty and bloody. You can't get a rat out of a rat hole by shooting at the hole. You storm and take a position by sheer physical force, or you don't take it. You'll be in plenty of tight places before this is over, all of you. Then your life depends on razor-sharp reaction. There's no time for a second guess. Title, How to Lift a Nazi's Face Without Improving His Looks. When your life and the lives of those with you depend on stealth and silence, you do what has to be done. If your instinct says give him a decent chance, remember he wouldn't give you one. The rules of a lifetime may whisper you can't get a man when his back's turned. But you're deaf to the rules because in war, there are no rules. Make a mistake and you're a dead mistake. A good soldier is a live soldier, and this is a good way to stay alive.
Washer.
You son of a bitch!
In a rough and tumble, the password is kill. You forget the concept of clean-cut fighting. There's no such thing as clean-cut war. Sometimes the neat right cross to the jaw is all right. But there are 100 times when a neat right thumb in the eye is more dependable. This is brutal, savage, but they asked for it. We can take it and we can dish it out. We can use feet for something besides kicking a football. Not pretty, but practical. A good soldier is a smart soldier. He must know how to fight and what to fight with. His reflexes must be split-second fast. When they aren't, this can happen. A good soldier uses the right weapon at the right time. When he doesn't, he can look mighty foolish. A rifle can kill at 1,000 yards. It doesn't take a nosedive to tell a good soldier when to take advantage of it. This is called locking the stable door after the horse is stolen. It's a far cry from the prize ring to a barroom brawl, but this is what it's going to be like. Alley stuff. Everything goes, and there's no referee. And these are the boys we're going up against. A gang of bandits with as much sense of fair play as a scorpion. We'll fight them with their own poison. Bludgeons and blackjacks, knives and daggers, fists and feet, bullets and bayonets. We'll use the right weapons at the right time in the right way. We'll hit them above the belt and below the belt. We didn't ask for this war, but we know how to fight it and win it.
There are no Marquis of Queensberry rules in guerrilla warfare. It's a simple matter of kill or be killed, capture or be captured. In this phase of the instruction period, the student is taught the gentle art of murder, the technique of killing or crippling his opponent with his two hands at close quarters. The success of this system of close combat has little to do with size or strength. The larger man here should have little trouble tossing the smaller one around. Yet by the pressure of one finger in the right spot, he is rendered powerless. The same theory applies to all the holds in this course. Most valuable offensive blow at close quarters is the chin jab. The hand is held open at shoulder height, and the blow is delivered to the opponent's chin with all the weight of the body in the follow-through. As the blow is launched, the knee comes up to the testicles and the fingers close on the opponent's eyes. If your adversary holds you up from the rear, turn away from the gun, falling into him. Pin his gun arm and lock it with your left, at the same time jabbing to his chin and eyes and bringing the knee up to his testicles. As he falls, go with him, keeping your knee in his groin. To disarm from the front, bring the left hand quickly across his shooting hand, grasp the pistol, and deflect it toward him. Bring the right down and twist his wrist back, breaking it if possible. Follow through as usual, using the knee to complete the job. Lock it with your left, at the same time jabbing to his chin and eyes and bringing the knee up to his testicles. As he falls, go with him, keeping
Moments in which either you kill or disable, or you are killed. To survive through these times, you must learn to be tough, ruthless, tougher and more ruthless than your enemies. Physical and psychological preparation for this task begins with conditioning, physical exercise, deep knee bend, inverted V.
1, 2, 3.
While seated or standing. Very high, left or right.
Start! Start! Start!
Very low, left or right.
Start! 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 Start!
On guard, left and right. Seated or standing.
Start! Start!
Fall and recover.
Start! Start!
Back fist strike.
Start! 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 Hold!
And shuffle. Backward or forward. These exercises are basic to all personal protection techniques. Specific techniques, learned correctly for defense against an unarmed or armed attacker, will cause the maiming or death of an opponent, but only if the techniques are vigorously applied without restraint. Some weapons used by the enemy for close-in fighting include man with rifle and bayonet, man with knife, man with club or machete, man against man.
Starting from the beginning, here are the vulnerable points. First, the fork. Next, the chin. And now the arms. The forearm, the upper part of the arm, then the back of the neck, the kidneys, base of the spine. Now comes the side of the neck and across the Adam's apple. And lastly, to round matters off, come the shin and instep. And now we'll see how all these are attacked. The chin jab. Effective, isn't it? A feint to the fork, out comes the chin. Then an upward thrust with the heel of the hand with all your weight behind it, and down he goes like a plunk. The bear hug from the front, arms pinioned, is easily broken. And this is the answer to that one. To ease the hold, a reach to the fork is made with the right hand, enabling the left arm to be brought over the opponent's right, causing a lock. Then, smashed with the knee, followed up with a powerful blow on the back of the neck, and here again the boot makes certain the cure is complete.
The secret of bayonet fighting is to be able to strike swiftly and directly at the nearest opening, being always on guard and ready to attack from any angle. The position for this is the flat blade stance shown here. For instructional purposes, the men line up in 2 ranks, facing inboard, each man paired off against the man opposite. The instructor checks their fighting stance and corrects any errors. Get your feet apart. You're too easy to knock off balance. That's better. Up with the blade. It's supposed to aim at his throat, not his knees. Take it easy, pal. Relax. What's wrong with this man? Nothing is. His feet are the correct comfortable distance apart, giving him the proper weight distribution so that he can't be knocked off balance. The piece is held firmly, but it's still flexible. The blade at the best angle for both attack and defense. And he's ready to move in any direction. Now we'll show you the whys and wherefores of that stance. Anyone who has ever boxed can master it easily. Not only the stance, but the arm and footwork is exactly the same as in boxing. Left jab. Another. Feint low. Cross your right. See how he keeps his feet well apart. Weight evenly distributed. Always on balance. Ready to go in either direction. All right, hold it. Now you're a bayonet fighter. But the movements are still the same. Left jab. Right cross. Feint low.